amazing artists. So this week we are going to continue talking about symmetry and how a symmetrical object is the same from one side to the other. So I'm going to show you a picture right now. This is a picture that I drew. It looks like a very fancy duck. He's very dapper. He's got a top hat and a bow tie. So now that I'm looking at it, is it symmetrical? It is. Everything on this side is the same on the other side. So I'm going to show you how I made my symmetrical image. So I'm going to fold it in half and I'm going to hold this up to you and hopefully you might see something that jumps out at you. I see some bold lines. That kind of looks like an M. That looks like an E. That looks, wait a minute. Those are the letters in my name. My name is Megan, so I use my M-E-G-A-N to make a symmetrical image. So today we are going to make some symmetrical name monsters. It can be an alien, it can be a monster, or you can make a fancy little dapper animal like I did. Okay, so for this all you really need is a piece of paper and a pencil and a dark Sharpie. You need like a black Sharpie. Okay, so grab those items and then I will show you what to do. Alright, so for this we're going to need a plain white piece of paper and we're going to fold it in half, long and skinny like a hot dog bun. Okay, so fold the bottom to the top, line it up, push and squish, and now I have a nice big long hot dog bun fold down the middle. And I'm going to keep it folded. Okay, so for this you have to figure out the letters in your name because we're going to put them really big all the way across it. So I'm going to use the name Sarah for right now. S-A-R-A-H, okay? So that has 5 letters in that name. And notice I use all capital letters. So the easiest way to map out my name is starting with the middle. What is the middle letter of Sarah? That's right, it is the R. So right here in the middle of my paper, I am going to draw. Notice my fold is at the bottom. Keep my fold at the bottom. I'm going to draw a giant R that goes across the whole space, okay? And it has to touch the bottom. That's the fold, if you can see through the paper, right here. All right, so that leaves, I have 2 letters on one side and 2 on the other. So R, I need to fit an A and an H over here. So that's pretty easy. There's the A, and there is the H. Okay, and then on this side, I have to do the same thing, A and S. So I'm going to work backwards. Here's an A, and now here is a giant S. Okay, so all of my letters are touching the fold. That's probably the most important thing, and I did capital letters to make them really tall. So now, how do I get this name to be on the opposite side? How do I make it symmetrical? Well, I want you to take your paper and take your pencil or Sharpie, and let's go find a window. So fortunately, today is a beautifully sunny day. So I'm going to actually use my window to help me transfer from one side to the other. So I'm going to show you how to do this. All right, so I got my name here, Sarah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it right up to my window. And what that's going to do is the light from the sun is going to show through my paper. I'm going to zoom this in a little bit. All right, so I can see that this is my S. So right around the back side of my paper, I'm going to trace my S. This is my A. I'm going to trace right where I see my pencil lines. And there is my R. All right, so when I am done, when I open it, I will have a symmetrical image. Okay, so now here comes the fun part. We get to turn this into a creative animal of some kind. All right, so let's go back and add some details. All right, so the first thing I might want to do is kind of fix my letters because I know it's not easy drawing on a window. All right, so I can also connect my lines so that kind of makes like a big diamond shape. Connect them. All right, so now instead of looking at letters, I actually am looking at the shapes. So what do I see? What kind of animal do I want to make? All right, so this is where my creativity comes in my mind. So I'm going to look at this, and I think that this is a giant eyeball. We're going to do a one-eyed monster. So I can make an eyeball. Let's give him some eyelashes. Okay, and then this looks like some really cool eyebrows. I can make those swirl in. Maybe I want to give them, oh, I don't know, like a fancy hat, or maybe I want to connect this line. Remember, using symmetrical, whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. So now, using your imagination and creativity, turn your letters in your name into a creature of some sort. Add different lines, connect shapes to make a whole entirely new creature. All right, so notice I am adding all sorts of details to turn it into something. Can you even see the name anymore? I really can't. I mean, yeah, if I turn it, I can really try to find it. But once you start adding the details, you don't even see the name anymore. So that is pretty neat. Okay, so once you get it drawn, now it is time to color. Maybe you want to paint it. Maybe you want to do markers, crayons. Totally fine and up to you, whatever you have, especially for those of you at home. Okay, I'm going to start coloring. All right, so here is my symmetrical monster that I made. My one-eyed, big-nosed, very creative monster just by adding details to one side to another. And you can't even see my name anymore. All right, so once you are done your project, if you are working from home, please upload it into the Google Classroom so I can see your amazing creations. And I hope you enjoyed this project. So, all right, I will see you next time. Bye.